Hello everyone, and this is Mrs. Adamantium back here, and we're going to be playing some Clash Royale today. And so we are going to play the current special challenge, the Magic Archer Draft Challenge, which if you've seen my other videos, you know I love Magic Archer. He's one of my favorite cards in Clash Royale, probably my favorite legendary card. And the big 9-win prize goal for this challenge is a Magic Archer card, which is great because I love playing Magic Archer. Definitely helps in leveling him up. We're at 6 wins right now. I did have to reset. Draft is just such a funny thing to do. Got some bad matchups there and some healer and eagle, but everything's good, everything's fun, so let's get into a match. And actually, let me get sound on for you guys. The royal recruits. There's so much royal recruits in this draft challenge. Personally, not a card I love, but if it's in draft, you really do kind of have to take it. So let's just see how this goes. Hopefully we can get these last 3 wins easy peasy. So it looks like he gave us Balloon, which makes me a little bit worried about what he may have taken himself, since Balloon is usually considered a pretty solid card in draft. Dropping the recruits a little earlier than I would have liked, but we had a lot coming in, and we did have quite a bit of elixir at our disposal, so figured it was a decent time to drop them. I'm gonna drop that Goblin Cage in preparation for the Dark Prince. Which I'll warn you guys now, I have a tendency to call him Dark Knight, which is not at all accurate. No Batman here. So that would be pretty cool, Batman Clash Royale matchup. We do get a couple hits in with that flying machine, which is quite good for us. No good responses to this lumberjack, but we'll do the best we can. Luckily that royal giant stays out of the rage, at least for a few minutes, a few seconds there. I'm gonna try to push in with this big air push with the balloon. Try to see what we can do. Got a lot coming in, so this might end up being a tower trade. Looks like that's gonna be the case, but we can work with that. There's certainly, I think we're gonna end up going into overtime, since neither of us have a huge lead, although I just picked up a big lead over, and wow, just took his tower. That was unexpected. For his, I'm saying we're gonna go into overtime. There we go. And a good game. Well played. And good luck. That was a really good match. Get a legendary token, which I'll end up just getting gold. I have so many legendary tokens right now. Just because I've been trying to do trades, but I think that tends to be the one people do the least. just because people don't have a lot of legendary cards, and I've gotten a lot of the tokens and challenges. These are actually all cards I like, so that was kind of a nice choices and bad choices, because they're all solid cards. So you'll see, generally, if I have Magic Archer, do tend to start with him. And I actually really like the Royal Delivery. I've been trying to play him more recently, and I think he's a really fun card. He's definitely not the best card in the game, not even close, but I think he's a really solid card and a really interesting card. I feel like the more I've played him, also the more familiar I've gotten, so the better I've been with working with his mechanics, which are very particular with the timing and everything involved with playing the Royal Delivery. You'll see here I just placed the Rascals in a spot to be able to prevent the Mega Knight from jumping, because if he had jumped, he likely would have killed the Rascal Girls with his splash damage, so I wanted to keep them alive to help kill the Mega Knight. So that Royal Delivery should come down in time to stop Musketeer from getting any damage. Magic Archer takes care of the Scrummy. Also, I do love Dark Goblin, but Magic Archer is a really solid counter to Dark Goblin. So honestly, I'm just trying to push in on this side, try to get a push. He has the recruits, so it's going to be hard to really get an offensive push. We will get a few hits, though, over on the left. So that's definitely going to be the tower that we keep on going for. And that road is going to be a little late, but gets a good amount of those goblins. And again, I'm gonna try to sneak in a push, and it really is a nice counter push we've been able to get in this match, that he comes in and we're able to create a big defense that turns into offense. And I was just talking with my fiance today, actually, and talking about how that is a big part of my style of play, is the defense turned into counter push. So let's see if we can get this 9th win. Fingers crossed. It will be epic if we are able to get this 9th win. Easy peasy, no losses in this video. That would be very unlike me. But we're gonna do the best we can. And I personally hate Royal Giant, but I'm taking him because we need a win condition, and I think he is a harder card to deal with than Wall Breakers, although Wall Breakers also are hugely annoying. They can be if you don't have the right counters. So we're just going with cards and seeing where this goes. But yeah, he put those Wall Breakers right into that prince. I don't really know why. I think it's just to try to stall the prince so that the flying machine and the tower could take him out. But definitely not all that successful for him. He does get damage with the flying machine though, so that was good for him. And he will get a bit of damage with the Scrummy. I just didn't want to spend Elixir to really deal with it. We didn't have any good counters at the moment. I'm just gonna RG straight up. It is a little earlier than I normally would want to do that, but we've got a big push of royal recruits, and he doesn't seem to have really a good response to that, and that's gonna be towered down, which is insane to have that happen so early. He does get wall breaker damage because we were at an elixir deficit, but honestly, it's not a huge deal. If we can just focus on defending and maybe also get a bit of a push on the right side. So that's going to be our goal here, is getting a push on the right side. I thought that Ice Golem would distract the flying machine, but it didn't. But it's okay. We're just going to try to push in, and we already have the damage lead on his right tower. So hopefully we can just play some defense, turn that into counter pushes just like we did in our last match. And again, he kind of goes a little strange with how he's playing his wall breakers, in my opinion. But I guess different people just have different playstyles, and he's using the wall breakers very defensively. I usually think of them as more offensive card because they are building targeting troops. But again, you just work with what you have, and he's decided to use it for defense, which is working out alright for him. I wouldn't say it's ideal. We just don't have a lot of air targeting, which has been unfortunate for us, because we really don't have a good way of dealing with that flying machine a lot of the time. So unfortunately, I was hoping that Prince could get some damage, but unfortunately, that Skarmy comes in time that we do not get it. And I just lagged there, unfortunately, which allowed the miner to get a lot of damage. But we took his tower, which I honestly have no idea how that happened, guys, because I was so focused on defense that I didn't even know we took his tower until it happened. So, good game, well played, good luck. I'm gonna have to go back and watch the replay because I honestly did not know that we were that close to taking his tower. And we get the sweet, sweet magic archer, that fantastic magic boy. So yeah, let's take a quick look at that replay, because I want to see how that match ended. I guess we had just defended and it must have turned into a counter push. I know I slipped some troops in to try to kill that Inferno tower potentially, but I had no idea that we were that close to taking down the tower. So yeah, right at the beginning, we had that counter push of the royal recruits and just slipped that royal giant in. I don't know, looking back, that was the best play since it did result in a tower trade essentially, because we just didn't have enough elixir to defend afterwards. But I am glad we did it. Obviously, in the long run, we did win. It was just hard to break through again after that because he knew what we had. He had the Inferno Tower for the Red Giant, he had the flying machine, and we really didn't have great responses to that. So yeah, I guess it was just that Prince slipped in, got a lot of damage along with those goblins. So yeah, Prince, it's a great card, real solid card. I love him. So that was it for our Magic Archer Draft Challenge. We got those 3 wins. So we got the 9 wins, got the Magic Archer card. Fun challenge. I like draft challenges. They're a little goofy, a little weird. Sometimes you end up with really strange and horrible decks and horrible matchups, but it is fun. And I had a lot of fun doing this, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Thanks so much, guys. Have a great day. See you in the next video.